to the River Shack. Your favorite cyber star Judy here, and my pal Punch. And I'm going to tell you about the Wurlitzer Model 805 Centura Professional, also known as the King Tut. The Wurlitzer Centura Professional was manufactured in the 1970s as a home-sized theater organ. It had an original sticker price of over $10,000. It has an all-wood body, removable full-size bass pedals, and a built-in Leslie rotary speaker to accompany the 15, 10, and 6x9-inch speakers. This baby can bump. It also features the legendary Orbit III Synthesizer, which I think is one of the coolest features about this top-of-the-line organ. Let's begin with the organ. It has 2 full-size keyboards and more tone tabs than you know what to do with. It also has adjustable volume control for each set of tabs. Each keyboard also has on-off switches for the Leslie rotary, as well as switches for the pipe lengths to really customize your rotary experience. There are percussion switches for each keyboard, and when using the coupler, it can be applied to the bass pedals as well. On the control panel located to the left of the top-tier keyboard, there are additional percussive effects that allow you to add rhythm to your sound without applying any of the beats. You have marimba, piano, and guitar. Also is brush. And for the lower tier, you have woodblock and snare. On the control panel located to the left of the lower tier are 11 different drum beats with fully adjustable volume and tempo. You can also add reverb to the beat. And that brings us to the synth. The Wurlitzer Orbit 3 is a pretty sweet little preset synth. It's user-friendly and gives you great control over simple tone and subtle modulations. You can't compare this thing to a Mini Moog, but it does what it's supposed to do. Don't let the critics fool you. To start, you blend different tones just like an organ. There are 20 different voices you can blend, 19 on the left control panel, and the main voice to the right on the modulation panel. Begin with the regular synth tone, of which you can manipulate the sound with either bright or deep. And blend that with one or more of the voices on the left. The Orbit 3 really has a unique layout and presentation of the synthesizer to facilitate use by the average organist of the day, who wouldn't know what to do with a wall of 100 knobs. Half of the preset voices are represented as pipe lengths, like a typical organ tab, including 16, 8, 4, and 2. There are also thirds and fifths, which are really cool. The rest are typical fun preset synth voices, such as banjo, electro piano, and xylophone. This synthesizer is endowed with aftertouch or touch effects. In this case, it's known as second touch. When pressing harder on a key, it activates a predetermined modulation within which you can adjust. and that's pretty cool. But there's also a wah-wah effect. But you can only use this with the red keys on the control panel of reed, brass, or string. The other controls on the modulation panel include repetition rate, deviation, attack time, sustain time, and slide, which approximates portamento. And who else would have thought to run the synthesizer through the Leslie? This allows you to get some crazy supercharged organ tones. As a side note, the bass pedals are synth driven, which gives them a fatter, warmer tone than typical organ bass. And they're also monophonic, which saves you a little bit of energy when you're playing a bass riff. And finally, this organ is equipped with a cassette player, so you can jam along to your favorite tracks, or instantly record spontaneous moments of brilliance. Thanks for watching our demo on the Wurlitzer 805 Centura Professional. Tune in next time for more demos and crazy keyboard antics. Bye!